Hi Kimmy, this is the really quick instructions for an acorn. Make sure you find an acorn cap, and all I've done is I've drilled 2 holes in it, and all I will do is string some gold thread through there so you can hang your acorn. I have used 2, so you can make 2 of them if you want to at some point in time. So take a small piece of your whatever color you want your acorn to be. You need about a little handful of it. And then I'm just going to roll it into a ball. It might be a little bit too much. Depending on how big this cap is how much you'll use. So I'm going to just roll it tight into my first little ball and just wrap it. And now that you're dealing with something really small, when you do a gnome, you'll have a lot of felt, and then you just start poking it. Poke, 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 poke. So I'm just going to keep poking, and you can poke anywhere. Notice you have all these little fuzzy things out. Poke them right in, and make sure you always poke away from your fingers when you're holding it. And there's going to be some flaws, and you can pull that stuff out if you need to. And I'm just going to keep poking this till it's a nice tight little ball, as tight as I want it. Again, keeping the needle away from my fingers as I poke. And you can poke into this thing, but you're just poking. And what that does is it starts to twine those fibers together, and it becomes tight. Every once in a while, put it in your hands and give it a good roll, and then we'll keep poking it. And acorns aren't exactly round, so you can make it any shape. So think of the needle as molding wool with your needle, just like you shape clay. And see all these little fuzzy things that I have out? I'm going to poke them right in there and shape it. And this might be the head, the top of my acorn, where this narrow bottom part where it's nice and narrow might be the bottom of my acorn. And I'm just going to keep poking it. And you're felting those fibers with that needle so it's nice and tight. I'm going to poke that so it's nice and flat. So what I'm going to do is try to get it to fit I'll poke it as much as I need to fit my cap. So I'm almost done. I'm just going to keep poking a little bit to get it the exact shape I want it. Like this, and I roll it in my hands to smooth it out. Because if you see those little needle marks, you can just rub it in your hands and roll it. And see, that's almost a cute little acorn. Nice big fat one, just like that. And so just take a piece of gold thread. I string it through my little acorn, the holes that I made. I know you can drill. And there we go. I'm not going to do the hot glue, but you just do put a little hot glue in there. Hot glue that like that. And even once you have it on there, you can fix it if you want to make this a little narrower or fatter once it's glued on there. But you can do a bunch of different colors, hang them together. You could do a double one and hang them together. It just gets you playing with the felt. So making little acorns first might be really helpful for you. And this is a nice tight, you can't see this, but it's really tight. And there's no way I can pull it apart anymore now because I've felted it together.